It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. Tell them, Canada Dry.
It's a very special episode of Dynamite After Dark. Win on you, EVP.
I thought we were doing it the other way. My bad. Hit that music.
Clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. Need that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Before we start with our usual shenanigans, I just wanted to give a 10-bell salute to Steve Mongo McMichael. He died today in hospice, and we just want to give him a 10-bell salute.
All right.
Halo's up.
Yeah, Halo was sad to see him go.
Many don't know. Like, a lot of people know him as a wrestler.
Yeah.
But this guy is a pro football Hall of Famer.
This guy was part of the 86 Super Bowl team. Was a huge part. This guy was a monster.
Considered one of top probably 3 defenses ever.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's Wednesday night. I am, of course, your chief shenanigans officer who's got a super early call time tomorrow, so we're going to make this as quick as possible. I am, of course, the JFB, James from Boston.
And I am your Canadian hero. I am your patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm bringing Juicy Justin, back on the show because he did such a good time on Sunday.
I heard through the grapevine that you are in the running to be the new pope.
I am.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm it. So.
I can picture it live from the Vatican. It's the all effing wrestling show.
Something tells me I don't think those two would mesh very well.
This guy over in the corner is from the greatest city in the world, Boston, Massachusetts. Talk about Juicy Justin. How you doing, brother?
Let's see. We had a great AEW Dynamite tonight. Celtics are up 2-0, and I'm back on the show with you guys. So what else could go wrong?
Oh, yeah.
I have a question for you, Justin.
Yeah,
exactly how juicy are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm not giving that away yet.
Oh, good answer. I like it.
Do you guys remember? I'm aging myself quite a bit, but there was the Juicy Bubble or the Juicy Chew.
Juicy Fruit?
Gum.
Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit.
No, but it was square, and you put it in your mouth, and it shot juice in your mouth.
Was that Starburst?
Oh, then you are definitely dating yourself, sir, because I do not know what that is.
Yeah. It was good.
You know about Gushers?
Huh?
Yeah, Gushers are good.
Yeah, Gushers are not bad.
No, but is that what you're talking about?
No, it's gum. I don't know. I have
like a Bubblicious that had a filling in the middle?
Yeah, it was like Juicy Bubble or something like that. Anyways, you know what? Let's talk about the guy down below me.
Good evening, everybody. It's me. It's me. It's that EVP here on a beautiful Wednesday night. My Orioles suck, so I got wrestling to hold me over. Orioles don't know how to save their life. God, it's depressing.
Hey, I could say the same. James and I could say the same thing about our Bruins. So
The only saving grace is I have Dish Network, and Dish Network and Masson can't come to an agreement, so I can't even watch the games and torture myself if I wanted to.
Now doesn't one Boston team always suck? Isn't there always one team that's always sucking?
there's always one team that does suck, and if it's not the Patriots, it's the Bruins, and if it's not the Bruins, it's the Red Sox. And well, James knows up until 2008.
Let's be honest, they might be doing well right now, but for the years, the Celtics sucked balls.
Oh, definitely for years, yes. Definitely for years. Ever since we traded away Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, we definitely sucked until we got Tatum and Brown. So, yeah.
We were kind of sucking when Len Bias died. I mean, and Reggie, what's his name? Anyways.
Exactly. Reggie, what's his name, sucks.
Reggie Lewis. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana. Tony Schiavone's in the ring, and he introduces a rapper who hasn't been noteworthy for 20 years. Brings in Master P. Make him say, nah. This is the beginning of what I call the most awkward segment ever in the history of professional wrestling. Not just AEW, professional wrestling. Here's the rundown. Master P comes in. He introduces the Ops. The Ops come in, which means, of course, they're going to be attacked by the Death Riders. So Samoa Joe locks in the Coquina Clutch. He's putting John Moxley to sleep. The Bucks show up and save John Moxley. Before John Moxley could do anything, Marina Shafir goes, and escorts him out. Oh, yeah, by the way, Swerve comes out. And then Kenny Omega comes out. I was waiting for anybody else to come out like a menagerie of stuff. Just randomly grabbing people backstage.
It's not random, JFB.
Huh?
It's not random.
We'll get into that. Canada Dry, your thoughts on this segment?
Well, you had the Master P with the worst punches in history.
Thank you.
You know what I think about this, too? I think Samoa Joe was purposely giving. Yeah, I will just do this over here behind your back. just let me do the fighting. We don't need any. But it was an all right segment.
Yeah.
Master P. I think this was another I don't know. This is like another recall to WCW and the No Limit Soldiers. Howdy ho!
Justin, your thoughts on the opening segment?
So this is the way we open up AEW? Damn. Okay. I think this was an all right segment. When all the guys were coming out, I was like, you get attacked, you all get attacked, and then yeah, it just turned into an Oprah Winfrey kind of thing. But still an all right segment.
Okay. Joe.
Okay. First off, Master P is the owner of House of Glory. So that's why he's in wrestling, for those of you that do not know.
Yeah.
Secondly, am I the only one who thought that Master P was going to freaking low blow Samoa Joe for a second? I thought it was coming.
I didn't.
But y'all know me. I'd love this because, like I said, you call this random, it's not. This is our Anarchy in the Arena lineup for Double or Nothing. Guaranteed.
The problem you're running into is you have 63 different things happening in storylines. They're all coming crashing together. That's a huge problem because you have to sort.
Do we get the Blood and Guts first, or do we get Anarchy in the
No,
Arena?
it's always been Anarchy in the Arenas at Double or Nothing, and
Yeah.
Blood and Guts is usually in July.
But
But
didn't
I don't know
Swerve
how
already
they're doing
say
that
it?
this year.
Didn't Swerve already say that was happening in May, like Blood and Guts?
Maybe
I
they
think
will. I don't know. But traditionally, it's always been Anarchy in the Arena at Double or Nothing. So I don't know.
Or the other one before Anarchy in the Arena.
So let's go to our next segment. Renee is in the back with the patriarchy. And then Christian steals the belt and then hands it back to him. And then makes an innuendo that he banged Mama Wayne.
I know Mr. Isaacs wasn't happy with that.
Canada Dry, your thoughts on this segment?
I like how they're building Nick Wayne.
Yeah.
I think that he is slowly becoming the star that he's like. He shows he can carry a belt.
Yeah.
And now, like, when he's developing a spine, like, this is cool to see him mature before our eyes. And they're teasing that he's eventually going to leave Christian's side.
Yeah. Absolutely. Juicy Justin.
Yeah, that turn's gonna happen very soon, but I don't think it's gonna like happen till like after he's done with the juniors, though. But I do like the fact that what like Canada Dry said. I do agree that I like the way that they're building up Nick Wayne here, and I'm so happy that he has a Ring of Honor championship. However, I think when he's done holding that, I could definitely see him going after a major championship here in AEW.
Yeah, I agree with that. Joe.
Yeah, this was a great segment. I mean, I find it funny that Christian, who's been the man who has held Nick Wayne down for the last year and a half, is taking credit for building him up when everything happened while he was away for a month.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, like when this breakup happens, I still want to know who's going to be face and heel. Part of me thinks Nick Wayne's going to be the heel because just there's a part of me that thinks we're getting Copeland and Christian as a tag team against FTR.
Yeah. I mean,
I can honestly see Christian being face and Nick Wayne staying as a heel.
Yeah. So we finally go to our first match. It's Ricochet's taking on Mark Briscoe. And the Rock and Roll Express are in town. You're sitting in the audience. You wonder to yourself, hey, what are guys almost on life support doing at a wrestling match? I guess we'll find out later. Regardless, Ricochet gets the win. Kevin Knight comes out, saves him from being stabbed with the scissors, and then Ricochet runs away like a little bitch. Canada Dry, you go first.
I'm really surprised that Mark Briscoe beat Ricochet.
Yeah.
I guess he needs some wins here and there, but I don't think Ricochet is the way to go. I don't agree with that booking.
Yeah.
And I think Ricochet deserves better. I like the interaction between Kevin Knight and Ricochet, but I don't know if I want Ricochet and Kevin Knight feuding. Like, this is like a lowered version of Swerve.
Yeah. No.
I want Ricochet better.
Yeah.
That's also get this out of the way. Very simple. in the flower shop,
Yeah.
you're going to tell us your very favorite AEW champion. Doesn't have to be the world champion. It can be TNT. It can be women's. It can be TBS. It can be tag team.
Current or past?
Either or.
Okay. All right. We got our topic for the flower shop. Justin, your thoughts on the first match?
Great first match. Horrible booking to the ending of this, however. I agree. Ricochet deserves better. I don't want to see Kevin Knight and Ricochet feuding here or anything, but I'm a little surprised that Mark Briscoe won, but Ricochet needed this win a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, I concur with that. Joe.
Yeah, the wrong guy won. I love Mark Briscoe. I think he's great, but Ricochet's taken a lot of L's lately. He should have won this to start building himself back up.
Yeah.
But
I think that you can build Mark Briscoe out, but not at Ricochet's expense.
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really like I love Mark Briscoe. I don't really care for his singles run though. But I will say to your part about how Ricochet, like Kevin Knight, is a lower Swerve. Well, unfortunately, there's not many people higher than Swerve, so he's going.
No, but you got to give someone better than that.
Who?
Not an entry level rookie.
I mean, yeah, but Ricochet can also help build up Kevin Knight and
Yeah.
All right. We go back to Shivani. It's getting ready to introduce FTR, but hold on one second. A man emerges from the back wearing a prison orange jumpsuit. It's Stokely Hathaway. He is I totally forgot. Yeah, so so Stokely comes out and reveals that he is the agent for FTR. FTR plays the heel blame game. It's all these people's fault. And he says, hey, the Rock and Roll Express are in the audience. Come on up. Join us. One of them wearing a fanny pack, which I agree with. Throwback. Nice throwback. Some of your old school wrestlers still love the fanny pack. And then FTR decides to go ahead and beat the living hell out of them, which I'm sure is subtracting of ages from their lives. And then the Paragon come in. Canada Dry, your thoughts on this?
I like this heel. I mean, have I not been saying they need something cool for Stokely Hathaway?
Yeah.
We've been saying that on the show for months.
Yeah.
And when he came out, I was like, yes. Now, I predict that these three will be joining the new Pinnacle.
Okay.
And I love the same. They had that shirt that said Legend Killers, and you can get that in Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah.
So does that mean they're going to do some more Legend stuff?
I mean, why not dig up the body of Gorilla Monsoon and just
whoa.
Sure, Bobby Brain Heenan is well preserved. Dig his ass up and beat the shit out of him. Like
I propose they bring on that racist bastard Hulk Hogan and beat the living shit out of him.
No, because I'm sure he'll lie about it or something, because that's what Hulk Hogan does.
Or that guy who's in the Hall of Shame, Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves to be beaten up more than Bill Goldberg.
There you go.
That's my Bret Hart impression, by the way.
I like it. Sound convincing. It sounded very Albertan.
Mhm.
Justin, your thoughts?
I'm really glad to see Stokely halfway again. I
Yeah.
really am. He does such a great job at this heel personified. I can definitely see this being joined into the new Pinnacle. I don't know. Maybe this Pinnacle will go into like Blood and Guts or one of the Anarchy in the Arenas match. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes forward.
Yeah. Joe.
I know I'm in the minority. I don't really care to see Stokely Hathaway with FTR. FTR can talk fine on themselves, and I feel like Stokely could be used better elsewhere for a different talent.
There you
That's my
go.
personal opinion.
But at least he's doing something of relevance.
I don't care.
Instead of sitting in the back.
I don't care.
I'm sure Stokely does. He wants that paycheck.
He's getting a paycheck regardless.
I know, but your paycheck will disappear if you're not being used.
I understand that. I just don't care about this. But I will say, if you see Ricky Morton on your TV screen, you know he's taking a pile driver. Every
Yeah.
time that man is on AEW, be it by FTR or by the Death Riders, that man is taking a bump or two.
Yeah. You ain't kidding. Woohoo! All right, let's talk.
Before we get on to the next thing, JP,
Yeah.
we didn't do an after show for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So what I want to do here, I want everyone to give WrestleMania the whole thing, not night one, not two, but the whole thing,
Okay.
the letter grade,
Okay.
and just something of note about WrestleMania.
Okay. Ken, try. You go first.
All right, since I came up with the idea. All right. I'm giving the whole WrestleMania a D+. It to me, it was the worst WrestleMania of our modern era.
Okay.
And what is astonishing is the sellouts for advertising. Just
Yeah.
advertising.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know about Dude Wipes. This match is sponsored by Dude Wipes. Also, they no-sold Easter.
Yeah.
No mention of Easter. Like, nope, that'll take away from the attraction of WrestleMania. So, shame on you, WrestleMania.
Yeah. All right, Justin, your thought. What's your letter grade?
C minus. I'm only giving this a C minus because, like I said on Sunday, the main event for night one should have been up for a championship. Night two, look. Congratulations to John Cena on win 17.
Yeah.
That's the main congratulations there. However, the point that no Rock, and I get what he said on the Pat McAfee show, but that was the most boringest main event of the whole entire weekend. I'm sorry to anybody that liked that main event. I feel sorry for you,
Yeah.
but the match that stole the whole entire weekend has to be Seth Rollins, Punk, and Roman Reigns. I'm sorry, it does.
You gave us C minus.
Yeah.
Joe.
You know, I was going to give it a C minus too till Justin brought up that main event, and I'm giving it a D because that, first off, night one, God, most of those matches were garbage.
Yeah.
Just not long enough, very abrupt. And then John Cena, I hated that main event with a passion. It made no sense. It made Cody look like the biggest fucking chump in the world.
Yep.
And then The Rock to sit there and say, You don't need me. Bitch, you started this whole thing. It was your idea to fucking take someone's soul.
At least explain why he's not there.
Yeah.
Just
Instead of going on the Pat McAfee show saying like, "Oh, I called John Cena, I called Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber. You guys don't need me. You guys got 6 weeks to build."
Then don't send Travis Scott either, because
Yeah.
after the press conference, John Cena was asked why wasn't The Rock part of the storyline after the thing. He's like, that's a clickbait questioning. Well, you know what I call
every single
what I call
answer
their
he gave.
storyline is clickbait booking.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I will say, my favorite match of the whole weekend was the Intercontinental 4-Way.
Yeah.
Love that match.
I'm going to give it an F.
Whoa!
This was the most uninspiring, unexcitable WrestleMania in years. The COVID WrestleMania was better than what they put forth. It was hot garbage. And I feel like the fans should file a class action lawsuit because
I will say,
it's
also,
ridiculous.
I wish we could. I feel like the Cena heel turn should have happened at Mania,
Yeah.
and I think it would have had way more impact.
Well, but let's be honest, guys. Tiffany liked it. She gives the thing
Of course
a
she
C
does.
plus, almost a B.
My the
But-
four-way,
But Tiffany drinks hot garbage, so
yeah. My favorite match was probably Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. It was good to see Charlotte lose.
oh, and also in that match, you had Charlotte hitting her extra hard.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you didn't tell me that wasn't on purpose.
yeah. So let's go to
What did you rate it?
huh?
Oh, yeah, you gave it an F. That's right.
Yeah, I gave it an F. Let's go to our second match of the night. The Young Bucks making the triumphant return to the ring. We're taking on Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the second match?
This match was a banger. Like,
Yeah,
what a way to showcase Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey without getting them a win. We had a lot of high spots in this match, but that when they said the super kick party and everyone got super. That's a super kick party.
yeah,
That's a real super kick party.
Yeah.
When the Young Bucks are taking kicks too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this match. It showcased these guys, and they're going to be special.
yeah. Absolutely. Justin.
They did the right thing by righting the wrong here. They had Ricochet help out the Young Bucks winning, so very, very good match, very entertaining match. And yeah, what Canada Dry said about Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, you showcased them without giving them a win. So I give AEW kudos to that one.
Joe.
I've missed the Young Bucks, and I don't care what anybody says. You know, like the Young Bucks get way too much flack. They know how to make people look good. They know how to. They don't have get out of here. You just hate to hate. You don't pay attention to their matches.
Yeah.
This was fun. I loved it, and like he said, it made Kevin Knight look good. It made Speedball Bailey make Bailey look good. What more can you ask for? And we furthered this little feud between Ricochet and Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yep. All right. We go to Renee. She's in the back with Tony Storm. She's talking about the Owen Cup, her red carpet appearance at the TCM festival. It was a really good promo. It was a timeless Tony Storm promo. Anybody want to add anything? Nah?
That was a good promo.
It was what I expect from Tony Storm.
Yeah.
One of these days we're gonna have that was awful. We'll be all shocked.
Tony Storm did a thing. What else could be said?
So we go to the Hurt Syndicate. They walk into the ring. And of course, MJF pulls in a brand new Corvette, gets out, walks to the ring. I need a thumbs up, guys. I need a thumbs up. MVP, thumbs up. Shelton Benjamin, thumbs up. Bobby Lashley, here till MJF says, why not offer you a brand new car? So they decided to go backstage. They cut to the announce team. I don't know what the hell's happening. They're just babbling away about shit I don't care about.
Filling time till they got back to the car.
Yeah. So we get to the car. Bobby Lashley gets in. Shelton Benjamin gets in. Bobby Lashley holds out the hand, thumbs down, and then takes off and steals the car. Anybody want to add anything to this?
I loved everything about this segment.
Oh man,
Absolutely, yeah. Everything from like MJF finally getting the thumbs up from Shelton, and he climbs up, all posing on the turnbuckle. Like I just like when MJF isn't taking himself serious, he's probably the greatest thing in that company.
Yeah, I agree.
What I like about this is it seems like the story was originated around. Well, how long is it going to take to get Cedric Alexander out of here?
Yeah.
So, when is he allowed to sign EVP?
I don't know. I'll look it up and let me see.
Because I feel like this story is going to go on until Cedric is allowed to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
Justin, what are your thoughts?
I absolutely love the fact that Bobby Lashley's playing MJF like a fiddle. The fact that he said like, "Well, give me the car keys and I'll let you know," and then all of a sudden they get into the car and he's like, "You know what? I lied. See ya."
It was good.
Deuces.
You know what I liked about the AEW ring tonight? That big black AEW logo.
Yeah.
That is sharp.
Yeah.
That is sharp.
It looked really, really
Okay.
good.
So Cedric Alexander was released from WWE on February 7th. So we're coming up quickly on his 90 days.
Okay. There you go.
So-
straight from EVP Joe's mouth.
So we got maybe May sometime.
May, June. Yeah.
They may just hold off till Double or Nothing, maybe.
Yeah. So we get Renee in the back with Hangman Page. Once again is interrupted, this time by MJF. They cut a really good promo. My favorite line being, I like your new haircut. Looks like you've been to the family reunion. It served its purpose. It's building another storyline down the line of MJF versus Hangman Page. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
Yeah, this was good. Hangman is always gold.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Juicy Justin.
Can we get a best of 7 with these guys? I swear, like I know Swerve and Heyman are probably not done with each other for a good while.
Yeah.
But I want to see more of MJF versus Heyman. I really do.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Joe.
First off, I'm glad someone finally said something about Hangman's stupid ass haircut. I can't stand it.
We've been saying it for weeks.
No, I mean someone on the TV,
Yeah.
on the show finally said something. But yeah, this was a good one. I liked Hangman's little line about telling MJF to just go get in his car. Oh wait, because it just got stolen. It was great, and I mean like I say it all the time. Hangman Page is the main character of AEW. Everything rotates around this man right now.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. We'll go to the third match. It's a tag match. It's Will Ospreay teaming up with Brody King. Kind of doesn't make sense. But okay. I'll buy it.
Unless you're playing Bingo Ball Booking. Bingo Ball Booking brought to you by Backshade.com.
They're going to be taking on Takeshita and Josh Alexander. Takeshita and Josh Alexander get the win. Then in comes the shenanigans. Kyle Fletcher comes out. Hangman Page then comes out. Trent Beretta shows up with Rocky Romero. A lot of chaos ensues. I'm going to say this right now. I think the Don Callis family faction is probably the best faction in wrestling right now. I'm not afraid to say it. I said it.
Oh, for talent wise? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ken and Dry, your thoughts on the third match?
I don't know. It was an okay match. I don't like this combination of Brody King and Will Ospreay. Like,
He does.
it's a strange combination. I don't understand it.
Join the
Like,
club.
couldn't you have found someone else?
Yeah, you could have.
Like someone more.
Somebody pulled his ball.
Yeah. That's what happens when you play Bingo Ball Booking. It was a good match. The beatdown is just necessary to build up Kyle Fletcher,
Yeah.
but there's no way he's beating
Page.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
He will beat Hangman.
No, he
Yeah.
won't.
Ooh.
Dude, if they seriously have Fletcher beat Hangman and they run back Fletcher Ospreay again, like, give it some time to breathe. Keep them apart from each other.
Look what they did. That's what they're doing. They just
No,
built it up. What was the point of that?
Dude, they literally just stood tall over Hangman. Hangman is winning next week. Hangman is winning next week to face Ospreay at Double or Nothing.
Okay. Guess we'll see. I thought the match was nah. Everybody got their spots in. Everybody did what they needed to do. Shenanigans or bound.
It's almost like this is the only guy that was free tonight. I can't think they couldn't think of anyone else to tag him on.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say something real quick. What Don Callis has done in AEW, coming off the heels of Monday Night, is what I want Paul Heyman to do in WWE.
Yeah.
Like, and just like Canada Dry said, make it like the new Heenan family type gimmick.
Yeah. Or Dangerous Alliance, something like that.
That's what Don Callis has done. He made a new Bobby Heenan family.
Yeah. Let's go to our fourth and final match, the main event. Jamie Hayter taking on Chris Statlander for the Owen Cup. Ken and Dry, you go first.
I don't think this match should have been in the main event. Or maybe, I don't know if you can do it. Make Mercedes Moné the referee. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's not. It shouldn't have been the main event. I get what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But that fell flat. Maybe you start the show with it.
Yeah.
Because that was just the dullest ending.
Yeah. Justin.
Let me say this though. It was a good match.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great match.
Yeah. Yeah. Justin.
Go ahead, Justin.
I see. I think I'm seeing a theme here today. I'm agreeing with Canada Dry again.
I am very agreeable, Justin. He was good.
This match should have started. This match should not main evented. However, good match, not great, but good. Let's be honest here, and I really hate to say this. No, it didn't matter who wins this. No one's beating Mercedes.
Nobody.
Unfortunately, not.
About it.
That's about it.
Hooray! Fantastic. Joe, your thoughts?
Wrong person won this match.
Yep.
I just don't care about Jamie Hayter. All she is, oh, look at my arm muscle. Let me do my clothesline. She has no character. She is, to me, just dull.
Yeah.
She was interesting when she was with Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. She doesn't do anything for me. I would much rather see Statlander and Monet than Monet and Hayter. Like I be honest, I had a hard time. This match had a hard time keeping my attention. I found myself looking at my phone a lot. I didn't care, which is sad because like the last month, the women's division has been on fire and has been arguably the greatest part of every show.
Yeah.
This match is the low light of the tournament.
Yeah, I am not gonna lie. When this match was going on, I was just like Joe. I was looking at my phone, but I was keeping up with the score of the Celtics. So I didn't really care for this match whatsoever.
And I love Jamie. I love Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
But this match was not the greatest.
No, it wasn't. And to be honest with you, on paper, this should have been a great match. Both of them are powerhouses. They're power-based moves. It lacked excitement. It lacked engagement. Like, you couldn't connect with what the story they were telling in the ring. I think it suffered it. And I think, honestly, it should not have been the main event.
And is it just me, or did the crowd seem dead for this match?
Oh, they were definitely out of it.
I wasn't really paying attention. So.
Now, listen, little lusty Luna. You do not bring your perversion on Dynamite After Dark.
There you go. Straight. And that's from Helen. That is from Helen.
Yeah, do you think I just say what I want and no one's pulling my strings?
Well, guys, we are at the end of the show, which means we have to enter the flower shop, which is brought to you by ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling, where you can buy all of your merchandise shirt, Canada Dry Sharpshooter Action shirt. And you know what? The best way to show the world how much you love us as a collective is buying a shirt, wearing it on a date, or wearing it to the office.
Do you think I could wear this on a date?
I think you could.
On the first date?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe like
I don't know.
second or third, I think you're good.
Yeah.
If I have a third date, I can wear whatever I want, right?
Yeah.
So, number of bell, your favorite match, favorite segment, number of bells, and what was our topic again?
Favorite AEW champion.
Favorite AEW champion. Canada Dry, you drew the short straw.
I always draw the short straw. I think it's fixed. Helen! My favorite match of the night is the Young Bucks versus Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. That held my attention the most.
Yeah.
And it was a good tag team match. And I agree with Joe. I missed the Bucks.
Yeah.
I missed seeing them. Like, you got FTR, you got the Bucks, the two best tag teams. Like, these guys need to be featured more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my favorite champion. Oh, let me give a rating for the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this 3.5.
Okay.
That's
fair.
Oh yeah, my favorite segment is MJF and the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
But this wasn't the best Dynamite, but it moved the stories along.
Yeah.
And it could have been benefited by giving us a call here on Time After Dark. We would have helped you with some booking, Tony Khan.
Yeah. We're pretty good at it.
But my favorite,
yeah,
champion and my happiest champion,
yeah,
was the night Swerve Strickland won the gold.
Yeah,
that was my fondest memory.
Yeah,
in AEW, like that to me was like, yes, finally.
Yeah,
when your favorite wins, there's nothing like it.
Yeah,
it's almost like a Super Bowl win.
Yep. Justin.
I'm gonna go favorite segment first on this one. Favorite segment to me. I still gotta say Heyman, Adam Page, and MJF backstage.
Yeah.
Show rating 3.5.
Yeah.
Favorite match, definitely the Young Bucks and that Young Bucks match. And favorite champion, Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
All right, high five. I just want to give this guy a compliment. He has vastly, Juicy Justin, he has vastly improved his podcasting skills.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Since last being exiled from the AFW network. We brought him back, and he called in.
Yeah.
On Sunday, and he's upgraded his technology.
Yeah.
And he's got some smooth opinions.
Yeah.
I was just basically biding my time to be like, okay, well, this is the perfect time to return.
Yeah, I think you've been doing a good job, even though you are a bit of a Sammy Guevara lookalike.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take it.
Have you heard this one before?
I'll take it.
All right, let's go to Joe.
Okay. I mean, they just sound like a broken record. Favorite match is the Bucks and Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey. I love that match. My favorite segment, me and Canada Dry are like on the same wavelength. It's MJF and the Hurt Syndicate and everything they did.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more harsh. I'm giving this just a little bit of 3.25.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then my favorite champion, I mean, it's got to be Bryan Danielson finally winning the big one in AEW.
Yeah.
Like, I love Swerve. He's going to come back around. I kind of hope that come this July I have a new favorite champion in AEW. But for now, my favorite champion.
You didn't like Will Ospreay with the International?
Yes, I mean that was fine, but I hope to see Ospreay win the big one in July in person.
Yeah.
So
I'll be honest though.
Okay.
I don't know if I like Will Ospreay as the world champion.
Yeah. I'm kind of
personally. I think he's a little too flippy.
See, he might be, but he can also go. You haven't seen much of him, but in New Japan, when he went from junior heavyweight to heavyweight, he dropped the aerial assassin nickname gimmick, and he just went to being a heavyweight. And he did some, but not.
They don't put the world title on flippy guys very much, you know.
They're putting the title on Will Ospreay. There's not.
I know they will, but we'll see what he looks like as a world champion. I'm not 100% that it's going to be a success.
All right.
We shall see.
All right. Who is your favorite champion?
Oh, Bryan Danielson winning the world
That's
title.
right, Bryan Danielson. All right, it's my turn. Favorite match, Bucks. Favorite segment, MJF and Hangman. My favorite champion, that's a tough one. But I think I'm going to go with some, Bryan Danielson's final run in AEW. Hit all the fields. I'm a huge Danielson fan. I have been since Dragon Gate years. So, I mean, I followed this guy's career. So, yeah, that he is probably my favorite champion. Nothing against Swerve. Swerve's like, Danielson's like 1, Swerve's 1.2. Like just below him. So.
Hey,
1A,
listen,
1B.
you don't have to justify to me.
For a second there, JFB, you came very close to saying Samoa Joe.
You
Yeah.
sure did.
I did like Samoa Joe's reign, but
There's just so many great reigns.
yeah. I'm gonna give this a flat 3. To be
Fair.
honest with you, it was way too heavy on segments, and the matches that they did have were serviceable at best.
Yeah.
So can I be a little biased here for a second?
Yeah.
No disrespect to the New Orleans crowd tonight, because they did everything they could to try to get the show, up there from last
like
week.
showing up.
Yeah. I think Spring Breakthrough last week in Boston was a little bit better. However,
A lot better.
Way
Significantly better.
okay, a
No.
lot better. And I was kind of afraid last week when I saw Kristaps Porzingis there. I was like, great, if he gets injured, they're gonna blame AEW for all this. But no, so far he hasn't gotten injured. But yeah, Spring Breakthrough, the past 2 nights on those, yeah, a lot better than New Orleans.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Justin. When Rich isn't here, how you like to be the substitute teacher?
I would love to do anything to help you guys out. And if
okay.
with the way that and with Rich going through a lot, I don't mind stepping up for him.
There we go.
You're not rich or ruthless, but you'll have to do.
Look, he's not
But,
rich and ruthless, but he is a Northern Mafia brother.
Oh. But for people might think that our WrestleMania review was harsh. We're equal opportunists, so we can shit on anything.
Believe me, we've done it. Anyways, guys, we're at the end of the show. How do I contact you? It's really simple. Get on your keyboard, move your mouse and scroll it down below. There are links. Send you to everywhere in the universe of AFW. Now, while you're there, click like, click subscribe. What the hell? Hit that, ring that bell. It will
Bing!
it's the god of the internet is going to alert you when we are live. So you can tune
Helen
in.
is not a god. I keep telling you this. You're worshiping her. She has a great ass, but do not worship Helen.
So click like and subscribe. If you want a t-shirt, there's multiple ways to get one. No, there isn't. There's one way.
Exactly. What were you thinking?
ProWrestlingTees.com/F1 Wrestling. Put a shirt on your back.
What he meant to say is you can do it on the computer or on your phone.
On your phone, yeah. And I mean, let's be honest, most public places have a no shoes, no shirt, no service policy. So you might as well, if you're gonna wear a shirt, wear one of ours. Anyways, on behalf, what was our cumulative score again?
3.31.
There we go.
That's one of our lowest.
Yeah.
I mean,
On behalf of
it was earned.
it was well, yeah, trust me, it was way well earned. On behalf of Canada Dry, Juicy Justin, and EVP Joe, I am the JFB.
And if you're going through troubles, you might be down.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna stay down. You're gonna get yourself back. You're gonna reach out to your friends. You're gonna reach out to your family. You're gonna reach out to your community. You're gonna reach out to us, and we will lift you up.
Yeah.
We will prop you on our shoulders. We'll dust you off, and we'll help you put one foot in the front of the other. Lift your fist in the air and say it with me. Just keep fighting.
Fighting.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.